Well, I'm so excited to welcome a friend of mine. We've managed to perform together a number of times now, and this is a guy who I really felt a real sense of like kindred spirit with as soon as I met him. He's a hilarious man. He's a Chicago mainstay who just left for LA and has returned a conquering hero. He's hilarious and super kind, and he's a punk rocker, which I really enjoy, and he's going to come and entertain you, and I really hope you enjoy his comedy as much as I do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Goodrich Gevaart.
Chris, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Keep it going for Chris Gethard, you guys.
I'm so used to balconies. I always have balconies where I perform. Feel very comfortable. Thank you guys for coming out. This is gonna be an awesome show. I lived in Chicago for 13 years, and I had 13 apartments in 13 years, which I think is, it's not a contest, but I won, I think. I moved to Los Angeles a couple weeks ago, and I'm happy to be back here for a day. In the Midwest, I'm the chillest dude ever. I'm like that emoji with sunglasses in Chicago. I say things like, no worries. I'm fine. But then I moved to Los Angeles, where chill was invented. And I'm getting tested on the daily. Mostly in every retail situation, I've been having the least chill thought a chill man can have. And that thought is, does anybody work here? Which if I say that out loud, not chill anymore. I'm gonna turn to my chill card and be a cop. That's my new life. I didn't grow up here in Chicago. I lived here for a long time, but I grew up somewhere very shitty. Make some noise if you guys grew up somewhere shitty. Yeah! You all came here to be weird and cool together. I grew up in this place called Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is the biggest response that the city's ever gotten. Even at its own like minor league baseball games, they're like, I guess it's okay. Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's fine. It's just like kind of a dumb place. And I think the best way to illustrate that is that at one point in time, we voted a man to mayor whose name was Harry Balls. And I don't know if the city was stoked on his policies at all. I'm assuming his campaign slogan was just like, Harry Balls. And the city was like, fuck yeah, dude, finally. Fucking mayor of that parties, hell yeah. This last mayor hated swirlies, finally. But Indiana is a weird place, as you might know. They have that southern redneck voice. If people are born and raised there, that's how they talk. And they've like taken that from the South, but they've left the bad. They've taken that, but they've left any of the good parts culturally in the South. In Indiana, you can have a dude say something dumb like, gay marriage? Dude, I wish I had truck marriage. That's the only fucking thing I ever loved in my life. And that dude has no idea how to make biscuits whatsoever. Like, dude, I can handle your hate with some grits, okay? Some of that good Southern loving. I had very Indiana origins as well. When I was conceived, my dad's employment situation was he was a roadie for a cover band. That was his main gig. Which was, I think, in the list of like most 80s jobs of all time. I think is like number 2 behind just being Phil Donahue. I think is how that list plays out. And like, I don't get super nostalgic for Indiana. I don't like to go back there. But the only time I get wistful now from these classic rock beginnings is whenever I hear a classic rock DJ, I start to feel like, ooh, tingly, you know? Like if I'm in the car and I turn on the radio and I hear a DJ go, oh, it's that was 38 special with Hold On Loosely. We're coming up on the 11 o'clock hour. That means it's time to get the lead out. Of course, we're here at our location, the Hooters parking lot, trying to give away tickets to the Double D Tour. That is Duckin' and Damn Yankees. Come on to the War Memorial Coliseum. Ladies, pull out your pair to get a pair. Like, I hear that, I start to miss my dad, you know? Cats in the Cradle, Silver Spoon, the whole thing. All of it. Also, it was weird growing up in a very dumb place because when I was a kid, I had Tourette syndrome, which is a very difficult disease to explain to dumb fucks. It doesn't track super easily. If you don't know what Tourette syndrome is, it's a tic disorder. And if you don't know what a tic is, it's basically like Mad Libs for your body. You take a body part, you add an adjective, and then you just repeat it over and over again. I'll guide you guys through some of my greatest hits of tics right now. For a while, let me get this good angle here, I would punch myself in the pelvis like this, which like, now I'm a grown-ass man, that look cool as shit, but that's the new whippin' nay-nay, guys. Somebody put that shit on Vine. But when I was 13, I was just figuring out sex and masturbating. And I just felt like I was constantly on deck at the jerk-off game, just like, put me in, coach, I'm ready to play. This is very uncool. For a while, I also quacked like a duck from my mouth, which got me thrown out of my friend's confirmation ceremony. Tough break. Because like I showed up and the priest was up there talking about Christ's love or whatever, and then I was just in the back going, app, 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 app. This dude was sweating, he couldn't handle it. He was looking all through Corinthians. What do I do when there's a devil duck in my midst? Nothing. Got bounced out by JC. It was tough, man. It was rough. But my favorite tic that I ever did was for a while, I chewed on my ponytail. Which meant that I had a ponytail that reached my mouth. And I would chew on it until it felt done. Only way to describe that. What you guys don't know is that, like, you don't get to pick your haircut in Indiana until you're 13. That is what a white trash bar mitzvah is. Up until then, my dad was just like, I got a mullet, fucking kids got a mullet too, I think it looks kick-ass. Put him in some sweatpants, put him on the bus. All right, Dad. Okay. You guys are very fun. I'm getting older. I'm in my 30s now, and I'm not sure if I want to have children at all. But I do know that I have dadness within me. It's like a thing that I can pull out if I need to. But like, I don't know if I want to have kids, because like Tourette's is a genetic disease. I don't know if I want to knowingly give a kid a disease that will make him punch his pelvis. Like, that's not, oh, he's got his father's stroke. Okay, perfect. I don't know if I want to give that to him. And also, my genetics is just garbage stock, basically. My mom's side of the family are from downstate Illinois, and I feel like their entire lives they've been on this reality show I didn't know about. called So You Think You Can Smoke All the Cigarettes? And they're very close to winning, I think. And my dad's side of the family is the other worst part of white people. When Ronald Reagan died, my grandpa cried for 3 days. Like Ronnie was an old war lover. You just voted for him twice, Grandpa. Pump the brakes. Okay, bud? Trying to have sister's graduation. Okay, thanks. Also, one time my grandpa told me he thinks mustard is too spicy. Which, to me, I thought that felt racist, you know? It's like, mustard's too spicy? Your heart's full of hate. Get out of my fucking family. But I have dadness within me, and I know that because when I was 27, I moved into a punk house, which, if you're here to see Chris Gethard, you know that that's too old to move into a punk house. If you don't know what a punk house is, imagine a subsect of people who love music so much, they will inconvenience literally everything about their entire lives to have music in their home. So I paid $200 to live in a house, and I thought I could live like an adult, and I was very wrong. It was fine for a while until this kid moved in across the hall from me who was 20, and he previously was straight edge. He didn't drink, he didn't do any drugs, real straight-laced. And then he decided to start taking acid every day. So I'd like come home from work and he'd be like on a step stool licking his light bulb. I was like, oh, awesome, I gotta make sure the Lizard King pays part of his rent this month. This is perfect. So he'd always have these weird late acid parties. And the night in question was like 4 in the morning, and I was trying to sleep, and there was a big acid party going on. It woke me up. And whenever, I don't know about you guys, whenever I'm sleeping, I'm always in my undies, because I'm like a little sexy snoozer, you know? Like if you want to dream hot, feel hot. So, like, Daddy's in his sleepy undies, so. So Daddy is awoken, and so I am in my underwear, and I walk out into this party of 20-year-olds, and like any good dad, I feel no shame whatsoever. Like, I don't care what my body looks like, I just want fucking justice. So I look out to find this kid, and it turns out he's in the bathroom, and the door to the bathroom is open, and the lights are out. And he is in the shower, and the water is on, and he's naked. And there's another guy also in the shower, also naked. And the two of them are dancing. And for some reason, it's not sexual at all. The two of them are dancing like they're extras in a sock hop scene in a movie, just like, and that was when my dadness kicked into full gear, and I was just like, hey! I don't know what this is. You know what? I don't even care. Put a sock in it and try to sleep. And like, that's when I realized all you gotta do to be a dad is want to sleep. And have youthful joy get in the way of it. You guys have been so awesome. Thank you so much for letting me do this. Oh, you guys. Oh, shove it. I can't handle this much validation at once. It's ruining my signals. All right, are you guys ready for the reason you guys came to the show tonight?